Good morning. So today's day 3 on the Luce Line trail. Unfortunately, it's not day 3 in a row. After I woke up on the actual day 3 morning, my blisters and stuff were just too severe, and I had really strange feelings in my feet. And I probably could have done the 15, 16 miles, whatever it is, and hobbled it out, but it wouldn't have been enjoyable. And what's the point of walking on a trail if you're not going to have a good time? So I opted out for that morning. It's now a couple weeks later, so it is a little bit colder, but there's still some leaves and stuff on the trees, so it's not too bad out yet. It is about 37 degrees, I guess, right now, so shorts were not a good choice as of right now, but it's supposed to get up in the 50s, so then it should be pretty nice. The goal today is just 15, 60 miles, whatever it is, back to Cosmos. There was something else I was going to say. I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. So last time I went through Hutch, I was in kind of some agony, and I didn't get to do much videoing, which is a shame, because so far, from what I've seen on the Luce Line, this is like the nicest section. It's got the river. As you can see behind me, there's a dam. I'll show that a little bit more when I'm done here. Oh, there's a ferret thing. Huh, that was pretty cool. Ferret, weasel thing, whatever. Long, stretched out rodent. So yeah, I didn't do justice to the Hutch area, I don't think, last time, so I am starting basically right in the center of Hutch here. There's 15 and 7, so right in the center. And I'm going to start from here, just show a little bit more of this portion of the trail and get back up to where I left off last time. So I think that should do her. Let's get to it. Here in town this morning. That's what all the cones and stuff I think are for. Only reason I know that is because my wife's doing the 5K. So yeah, I think that's what the orange cones are for. But let's see if I can run this technology here. The river runs right alongside the trail here. I think it's one of the cooler areas of this trail so far. I haven't seen all of it, so I guess we'll know by this afternoon. One other thing I should mention that I'm pretty excited about. I don't know if you can see this backpack I got on. It's about 26.7 thousand pounds lighter than that other pack. All I've got in there is water, like 2 granola bars, and my camera equipment. I thought it'd be, featherweight, but it's definitely lighter than my old pack. But it weighs more than I thought it would. But still, pretty excited about that. Because my plan actually, if I wasn't going to continue day 3 like I was supposed to, I was planning on stashing everything I could underneath that bush on the way hotel that night. I was hanging everything up to dry, and everything was just soaked. Even like a sweatshirt I had in my pack was just heavy and gross. So I was carrying some weight. Last time I did walk on the actual Luce Line all the way across town. There is a trail. There's been quite a few trails that cut off this one, mostly regional and county. I've noticed that the whole stretch, there's been quite a few of them, but this is just a little one here. I like it. It's scenic. It follows the river a little bit better. So since I already did walk the Luce Line chunk, I'm just going to take this and show you what that's like. I showed you the shark last time. It's right over there. And Hutch does this cool thing. They have what's called a sculpture stroll. And they rent a bunch of these art pieces from artists in the area, or well, from the state, I guess. And they display them here. You can buy them. The shark's pretty cool. It's one of my favorites I've seen so far. They switch them up every year. But we'll see a couple more of them along this stretch here as well. Quiet. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can hear the sound of the Canadian goose. They're quiet creatures. Don't make much noise. Lucky few, they get to hear it. Look at that. The first water source on the Luce Line Trail. Does it work? No. Well, that would have been really disappointing. I know it works sometimes in the year because I've used it, but apparently they shut the water off this time of year. Kind of makes sense. So, mile about 50 of the trail, you can encounter your first water stop. So, not bad. Not bad. I'm sure everyone can make it that far. Not me, though. Okay, so this is roughly where I stopped last time. The hotel I stayed at is right across the road here. Added 2 miles onto my walk today. So that's not too bad. I think it's important. That's a cool stretch of trail. On this section of trail here, I actually shoot at this archery range sometimes, and we went over here, my wife and I, to a section of horse trail, and my wife ended up getting stung, I don't know, 47 times. It was a bunch, covered in welts. So evidently there's some sort of angry yellow butterflies over there. So if you want to catch some of them, right over there. Right. First rose hips of the day. Those red berry looking things. They are the fruit of the rose plant. Those are wild roses there, but that's their fruiting body, so the flower dies off and that's what's left. And bears and stuff eat them. They are edible for us too. I don't much care for them. They got seeds in them and they're just kind of I don't know, they have a little bit of a rose flavor to them. They're kind of like eating them. I don't know, it's kind of like if you took an old flower, a dried one, and smashed it really hard. That's what they taste like. But if you're hungry, then they would do just fine, I think. Look at that. Now normally, you wouldn't want to just go eating stuff off the side of the trail, but these are wild grapes. They're not as good as like table grapes, but it's a matter of opinion. I guess they're really sour. And they have pits in them, or seeds, I don't know. I'll finish explaining when these people walk by. I get kind of self-conscious when I'm talking about camera. Anywho, wild grapes. So they're pretty easy to identify when they actually have their vines and everything. But wouldn't want to make a mistake. There are other berries on vines here.
frosts up, they're pretty darn sour. They're really good for making jellies and jams and whatnot. But they're actually pretty good right now. They are full of seeds. This place needs a couple shingles right there. Huh. Another thing to note, the terrain has changed again. We are now on just grass. It's just a little bit of a bummer. There's a little bit of a bike path here, but it's pretty wet from the frost melting off, and it's not dried up yet, so I'm bound to get some wet feet. Hopefully not too wet, because I didn't bring any socks, because I don't learn lessons from my experiences. So, yeah. My feet are wet. Yep. Who saw that happening? But this grass, it's plenty long and plenty wet, so I'm sure that'll be enjoyable for the rest of the walk here. I've got a little over 12 miles in so far today. Ooh, pheasants. A little over 12 miles, and I probably like 6 to go.
not totally sure, but I should be coming up on Corvuso here shortly. The land here is cool. It's all prairie, sloughey kind of stuff. It's pretty cool that they were able to build a railroad through here, because if you look at the road, or the trail I guess, it's quite a bit higher than the land around it. Must have been quite a feat, especially back in 1913, to have constructed this thing through slough land, because I really doubt Highway 7 is right there at that time. Just going through the middle of a slough, making a railroad. So we got another edible species out here on the trail. The prairie corn dog. Oh, here we go. Right there. They grow all over the place in these lowlands, and just crack one off and have yourself a bite. They're delicious. Roast them over a fire if you're camping. I recommend it. So, made it here to Corvuso to get a look at that big old town there. That's the whole town. Except for I think there's a butcher shop over there. That's it. That's the whole town. And hold this a little bit different. So that should be the last town before I get to Cosmos here. I think, I don't know, another 4 miles to Cosmos, and then a mile and a half, 2 miles to the end of the trail. So it's coming up here pretty quick. Ooh. There's a, let's see if we can see it here. It's a Dale Earnhardt bus over there. I can't really see it. Oh well. Cool old barn there. Zoom in here. Look at that. I'm getting mooned. Good grief. Kitty. My audio cuts out here, but what I'm basically explaining is that this is just coming into Cosmos, and you can tell because the space-themed water tower. But a lot of people think that the trail ends right here because of the barricade there and all the arrows and do not enters.
And follow the arrows to the left. There's an arrow right there. There. This one there. But it's just a park. So I'm going to show you how to get to the next section of trail because it's not marked. And I just happen to know this section of trail here. So on the 7 and 4 intersection here, turns towards it. I always thought this thing was kind of cool. Anyway, we have to cross Highway 7 and Highway 4. We gotta cross both of them. Yeah. Sun just hits this gravel road and stops. You might be tempted to think that that little four-wheeler path thing is a trail. It's not. At some point, I'm sure it was actually the railroad, but that's not how you get to the terminus. And there's no signs to show you either. You actually have to go on here. There we go. Go down this gravel. And into this park. Actually, you know what? I always think that going down there is the terminus, which you can get there that way. I wonder. This is actually the right. I think that's actually the terminus down there. Here. On the map, it shows like a loop of the terminus, and that is a loop with the state trail sign, so I'm just gonna walk up here. Well, there is a do not enter sign, so take it as go that way. So yeah, that's the terminus down here. Plymouth. Got to about there the first night, and I got to there the second night, and today that section right there, which is 20 miles. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, 20.09, so. All right, so 64 miles. It would have been cool to do it all in 3 days in a row. That was my goal, but what do you do? It did take something away from that, I think, but I still enjoyed it.
And the cool thing about this trail, it runs through thousands of people's backyards, and it's just here to use. You don't have to do the whole thing maybe in one stretch, but it's a really cool trail. Just get out and walk on it. Why not? I was surprised how few people I actually saw enjoying it. And there are a few spots there where you can get maybe lost, but a little Google Maps gets you right back on track. This park's pretty nice. It's got 3 of these picnic places at it. And a really big old slide that I am totally going down. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see this kind of stuff again, I do strange things all the time, so I don't know, if it goes over well, I'll bring a camera with. Maybe next time I do something weird. At least I think it's weird. People say it is. I don't know. Something I want to do for a long time now, and I'm glad I did it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.